Ministry Time is entitled God's Love Never Changes, based off Michael Sweet, his second solo album. He had a song called The River from 1995 from his album Real. And so I'll start with a quote by Billy Graham. It says, God is unchanging in his love. He loves you, and he has a plan for your life. Don't let the newspaper headlines frighten you, or in I guess today's society, it would be more like social media headlines frighten you. God is still sovereign. He's still on the throne, said Billy Graham. In the midst of life's changes, including unemployment, illness, loss, relocation, retirement, a bunch of tough things in life that can change, you can be comforted by knowing that God's love never changes. He's with you in the unemployment office. He's with you in the hospital, in the moving van. He's with you in the infidelity clinic as long as you begin to collect Social Security. Actually, no, in the moving, he's not just with you in these places. He's with you in all places, and there's that's a great piece of knowledge, isn't it? So the next time you face tough circumstances and it causes you to question whether God has abandoned you, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask God, what do I need to know? Do you think to be able to recognize you in these circumstances? If the answer doesn't come immediately, keep asking. If you must repeat the question for days, months, or years, God is in you. His love for you is unchanging. He's all that you need to know and to be able to move through changing circumstances. So hold fast to his knowledge. As I quoted earlier, it says in Hebrews 13:8, where it says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. You don't have to worry about it. God is with us. Nothing you can do or have done will keep God from loving you. What a relief to know that my failings won't keep me from my relationship with God. He will still love me, or family, or friends of the love of Christ. Nothing will change his feelings for us. He even loves those people that don't love him back. Unbelievably, Jesus loved the very people who tormented and crucified him. In Luke 23, verse 34, it quotes Jesus as saying, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. I can't imagine, I don't know about you guys, but I can't imagine having the fortitude to extend forgiveness to people that were killing me or trying to hurt me. I often be able to offer forgiveness after an incident when I really realized that a person transgressing with me was actually in pain herself and lashed out as a result. Further, Luke tells us even as Jesus hung in the agony of the cross, he was able to respond to one of the men hanging next to him. One of the criminals who hung there hurling insults at him. Aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and us. But the other criminal rebuked him. Don't you fear God, he said, since you are the same sentence, we are punished justly, but we are getting our deeds we deserve. This man has done nothing wrong. Then he said, Jesus, remember me when you go to come to the kingdom. Jesus answered, I tell you the truth, today you will be with me in paradise. What a cool thing there. And of course, a lot of you probably know that story. So, take a minute for personal reflection here. Through God's love is unchanging. How do you need to change in order to more fully embrace his love and friendship for you? That's a question worth pondering. What do you need to do? God's not going to change. He's going to love you. You got to really understand God's love for you. When you have an understanding, you're going to be able to feel his presence in your life. You might ask yourself, do you need to accept yourself before you accept God's love more fully? Remember, he loves you the same today, yesterday, and forever. He doesn't change, and his love for you does not change. Do you need to extend or accept forgiveness to yourself or to others before you bathe in his love? Maybe you need to forgive somebody else. Do difficulties in your earthly relationships maybe hinder you from trusting your heavenly Father? If they cause you not to put your total trust in God, that's something you definitely need to think about. Through Jesus Christ is unchanging, you can change. He'll help you, knowing that God really loves you, including understanding that he wants the best for you and is willing to help you get there. So as you learn more about Jesus and his relationship with you and God's love, and you want more and to become more and more like him, allow his unchanging love to change you. So I know that's a short message, but, we're against the clock and just want to make sure that we get that message out to you, that God's love, he loves you. He's never changing, and he wants an awesome relationship with you. If you have any questions about anything about God's love, feel free to call us at the church anytime here at 280-4044. That's 280-4044. All right, well, we're going to get into and go on with our last song of the night. It is, again, by Michael Sweet, talking about God's love and how much he loves us. It is the song The River. And we'll be back to wrap things up right here on Retro Rock Live, an outreach ministry of Church on the Rock. Last song of the night, Michael Sweet, The River.